Some noise for Ariel, Jimenez, and Tag Team!
What? We got, dude, I hope the show goes well, man. My fucking self-esteem depends on it.
Don't worry, be fine, dude. We're not performers. We'll do great.
We're going first, dog. We didn't set the bar so fucking low.
Or we set the bar high.
High? Are you high? No, dude. I don't, dude. We cooked this shit up in a month, dog. A month.
Hey, I mean, not bad for a month. I mean, I know we procrastinated a bit.
Yeah, no shit, my guy. my car's fucked up. My job sucks, dude. I got way bigger things to worry about than this goddamn show, dog.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of in the same boat. But hey, it'll be worth it. You know, they're gonna love us.
No, they're gonna love you.
Hey. They came here for us, okay?
No, they didn't. Wait, this thing turned on. Oh, fuck. Thank you. Yeah, get that shit in there. Yeah, look at that. Hey. Woo. Yeah. Hey. Hell yeah. All right. Get it. That's right. That was a good catch. Rehearse this in a month. All right. That's not our fault.
In the capitalist machine, I'm just a cog.
Working myself to the grave like a dead-end job. I'm exhausted like a tailpipe.
Wiped like a windshield.
I want to yield.
I go through stop signs like sushi.
All California rolls.
No, I can't stop, because old age comes like a sneak attack.
The only time I'll be under arrest if it's a cardiac.
I'm Tom Cruise and I'm on rest, but it's an impossible mission.
Only solace is behind these bars like I'm in a prison.
I'm never weak, like Monday through Friday.
Dark clouds hanging overhead, hoping to see the sun someday, but I still feel weakened, even though I've seen sadder days.
No, I really want to relate to folks, make my first impression the best.
But I feel like my friends only care about me like my credit cards.
With 0% interest.
Ask me about my problems and I'll just deflect. It's hard, like telling a vampire to self-reflect.
Sometimes my self-love is like a checking account. I want to chase, but I'm not banking it.
You can still be loved even if you're broken. Call yourself a romantic, just don't call yourself hopeless. Thank you.
Homies always telling me they'll hope more.
I just wish I could get an encore.
Yeah.
Me and my homies, we're really close. Like Bo Burnham,
We got inside jokes.
Hey. But when it comes to trauma, I'll be as quiet as a mouse.
Truth be told,
I'm just looking for closure.
like I'm buying a house.
Yeah, we're not gonna buy a house though, are we?
No.
Yeah. I'm always stressing.
Spend too much time second guessing.
Crush a can of Coke on my head because my life is so depressing.
We're just
Two guys who want to see society advance.
You see a bunch of snowflakes.
We see an avalanche. I wish I could arrange a sentence full of relatable words. Say that I'm sad,
angry,
or that I feel constantly alone. Call me a sheep.
And all I want is to be heard. Will I even matter?
Will people cry at my funeral?
These are feelings I'm trying to shake.
Like when I'm at the urinal. It's like, yo, enjoy your own company. Like, where's your self-love at?
Dog, I love myself just fine. Y'all don't see that.
Because if I really loved myself, you tell me I wouldn't be fat.
I'm sorry. I just don't believe in your toxic positivity.
You want me to cry than come back happy. I'd rather cry and have you sitting there with me. Don't want your pity party.
I just want your empathy.
To lift the most our spirits.
Yo, Ariel's face is like a circle because he's always around.
Hey, Chai likes to rock climb, which makes sense because he's everybody's rock. Hey, y'all should climb him.
Yo, Ariel has dreadlocks. Because he always locked people out of dread.
Hey! Thank you. Chai is really into board games, but around him you'll never be bored. He doesn't play any games.
So positive!
Ariel lives next to Six Flags,
True.
but all he has are green flags.
Hey. Chai likes to wear glasses, so he can't really see very well. But you know what he can't see is why we all love him so much.
Ariel lives in Santa Clarita, but he's like Santa because he always brings in the pizza.
I do.
That's awesome shit!
You know, Chai stand up, God.
You too, man. But
Thank you. We're trying.
you know, you might know Ariel as a Little Mermaid, but right here he's the Big Merman.
Oh man. Chai.
Yo, Ariel lives 1 hour away of commute, but he's 1 hour ways to connect.
What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
Ariel's like our feet because he keeps his community running.
Oh!
That's right. Yo, put your hands up in the air, Ariel project this community.
I don't have anything else. I'm all out of compliments.
All right, so who's the winner, folks? Is it Chai? It's not bad, is it Ariel? Okay, that's a little tough because that sounded pretty even. So who's the winner?
You know,
I think it's a tie.
Hey, the real prize is friendship. All right.
Yeah, do y'all love that? Y'all love words of affirmation. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah, we y'all love that as well. So we want to share the love and make y'all feel included as well because it's nice to feel complimented. So what we got here for you is...
We have a compliment tier list.
All right, so this if you've seen this bit before, no you haven't. This bit cost me $60.
$60.
I'm gonna use this as much as I can. So how this is gonna work is we asked 15 people to give us their compliments, and we're gonna have you rate them.
Yeah.
From S tier being, oh wow, that really made my heart feel warm.
Yeah.
To F tier saying, don't ever say that shit again.
Well, now it's time for the crowd work portion. So, Mama B, I'm gonna use you first. Bring the mic.
Yeah, all right.
Good luck.
All right, Romy, are you ready?
Wait. This mic is not gonna. Thank you. I said.
All right.
Don't worry. No, you're good. All right. What's the first compliment?
All right, are you ready? It's I like your smile.
How do you feel about
You should
that?
smile more.
Yeah. How do you feel on a scale of F to S? What kind of compliment?
What is that? I like your smile.
That's an A for my name.
An A?
Okay.
Always be smiling.
Let's ask now the daughter, Ariel Bosco.
Okay.
Give us a compliment.
I like your taste in music.
How do you feel about that?
I'll say that's about it. What's the other letters though? B,
Oh,
C,
A, B, C, D, F.
S being really good. F being really
You
good.
want to send this?
I'm gonna call that a B.
A B.
Or Bosco.
Oh, hey, that Boston music fan?
I think I know where this next one's going. Ford, how do you feel about this? I think I know where this is gonna go.
You look like you work out.
I'm just kidding.
How do
So
you
you
feel
don't look
about
like you
I
work
feel
out.
like I feel like someone's trying to pull a wool over my eyes.
No, you're very jacked.
No, I know, but there's ulterior motives here.
Oh, you can send it
I'll
out
say that to
so-
me. I'll put that in B.
Okay.
Tier.
Yeah, I got the biceps.
You know, speaking of B tiers, no, I'm kidding. I don't know what transition is. I don't know what that is. How do you feel about this next compliment? Ignore the last one.
You have great TV recommendations.
I feel like that. Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Unimpressed.
I don't watch TV, I watch people.
Alex, you.
Alex.
How do you feel about this next compliment we got going on?
That was a good transition.
It
This
was.
one just says, nice cock, bro.
Oh, that's a good spell. How do you feel about nice cock, bro? Now, who is that coming from?
You surveyed the bacon and the homeless people.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
could be like a fact.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Or it could be
Is that
an
an A
appendage.
tier? Is that a B tier?
the bro at the end of it.
It did say bro.
What is this nice cock?
Say bro.
It did say it.
Which is like,
Give a lot of information.
it's
It does. It lets you know the
Make
context.
your choice.
it's not that it's well.
What if it said nice cock, sis?
I think that the fact that it says bro makes it feel like it's not that intimate. It's not like we're about to engage with. It's just
Okay.
like from a distance.
Okay.
So is that
So
distance?
and it almost sounds ironic. I'm gonna say D.
D.
Okay.
For D.
Juan, what do you feel about this next compliment? What do we got here? What's the next one? Is it just as bad?
You make me feel safe.
Aw. Hey, he's a good man though.
Oh, this is a good one.
Hey, our first ass. All right. I can't reach you, but Isaac, I'm gonna pick you on that. How do you feel about this next one that we got?
You've been a positive influence in my life.
Oh, that's S, dude.
That's Daniel, I'm gonna pick you because I haven't seen you in so long. How do you feel about this next compliment, Daniel?
You're really attractive.
Hey, he is though. Look at that face though. A good looking man.
Well, it makes me feel nice. I would do A.
All right.
And it's pretty vague, you know, it's like, by what attractive?
How many women? What do we
A
have?
for attractive.
Gabby.
We got a few more.
Gabby, how do you feel about this next?
That ass though.
Someone's about to get slapped.
Alright,
That's an F. What we
that's
call that one?
that.
Let's dump that there at the bottom then. I'm gonna go with Joanna over here.
Alright.
How do you feel about this next comment?
You're so funny.
She is funny though.
Yeah, there you go.
B, what took you so long to notice?
Oh. That's facts.
No,
That's facts. Speaking of B, Bo, how do you feel about this next compliment?
you're fun to be around.
He is fun. He's a
I do
fun
my
guy.
best. I'm gonna say that's A tier.
Oh. Wholesome.
So yeah, definitely A tier.
We got Chris Siders. How do you feel about this next compliment, Chris?
Do I gotta read? Do I gotta read these? We got your skin is so radiant.
That's true.
It'd make a good lamp.
A lamp.
Yeah, that's S tier.
Buffalo Bill? Terrifying.
Skin level.
And we got Ashley.
We got three more. Okay.
I hope this next one's good. I really hope it is.
You're so well spoken. And then we got Kirby right here. Oh, yeah, I think you relate to No race paper.
And we got one more. Last but not least, we got Mandy over here. Mandy, what do you feel about this next compliment? What is it?
I'm really glad I met you.
That is true. Y'all should meet her, by the way. She's good people. She is great people.
I think S.
So, what do you know? You know that if you want to compliment someone, tell them that their skin is so radiant they make a good match.
And don't say that ass, though.
Yeah.
Like dead ass, don't say that
Yeah,
ass.
don't do that. The real ass is, whoever said that, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Someone will get slapped. Yeah, no, do not say that.
Yeah,
That ass.
it's tier list. What's the next shit up in there? What's the next
All right,
schedule?
so now Chai, for y'all who don't know, this man's a poet. This man's a comedian. This man works for life. He's also an engineer, by the way. This man does it all, but mostly poetry.
Well, I mean, I dibble dabble, but as a poet, I have more journals than words I've written in them. So basically, I have more unfinished poetry than actual finished poems. Because I'm also a procrastinator.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, so how this bit is gonna work is I have a stack of journals.
true.
They're not done. But basically,
Unfinished works.
I'm not gonna share one piece. I'm gonna share 10 pieces. So every time Ariel says change, I'm gonna switch to a new poem. All right. Are you ready?
You guys ready to hear some poetry? All right, give it to him, Chai.
Yo, I'm drowning in poetry.
Change.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Like sending files in bad Wi-Fi, she always had attachment issues. The way I'm clearing her mess like a clean ex needing tissues. I'm conflicted, but she got more red flags than communism. I wish she touched me the way.
Change.
Hey, that's not your job. No, I was asking. Now I know.
Sometimes my heart and my mind disagrees on unconditional love. My heart and mind want it to be one the same, but pure perfection cupped on the infinite pool of
Change.
expansion.
That's way too long.
Aggressive.
Beautiful body. He said to me in the locker room.
And that's fine, bro.
Thanks, I replied when I dropped my robe. Helped me prepare for my first time at a spa.
Change.
Hey, so speaking of actually
No,
finished
fuck, no,
poetry,
change. No.
I got, let me see plug my plug up in here. I'm a poet, and this is out there trying to hustle up in here. If you haven't got my book, see me after the show, and top chance you made is my book of poetry. Between love and toxicity, I never learned the difference when people use them interchangeably.
Oh, wow.
I never learned the difference in delta. Now I'm caught between the hard place and the ocean.
Change.
On this board, while I'm feeling less bored, I feel
Change.
like the
No.
scent of your scent.
Wow. Give him a chance.
All right, fine. What do you got?
Oh, shit.
It's like a pocket blind.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I wish I could look pretty so my lines come off less ugly. Because how do you fight your body insecurities when I can't read what the fuck
Change.
I'm
You had good in the first half, I won't lie.
Ice cream is a top tier depression food. All you need is a spoon, but sometimes to be less depressed, you need someone to spoon you.
Hey. Give it to him.
You're a fine piece, a collection of dust. I want to put my tongue in your verdant views.
Change.
You don't know if it's still pretty.
that girl
Because-
specifically?
Oh, ramen. Oh.
Okay. Alright, are you out?
A pun?
Oh, shoot, he wrote on his arm. He wrote on his arm.
When there are no more books left to read, and all the knowledge is in our head, all that's left to do is change.
Alright, everybody. That was fun, right? We had a good time now. I don't have a book to plug, but I got these jokes. Let's see how this is gonna work out. Look, okay. Anybody else go on to DSM-5 to find new words to appropriate? Anybody else? No. You remember when gaslighting used to mean something? Remember back when a narcissist used to mean something? One of my favorite words is like emotional labor. You know, you ever notice that? Like the word emotional labor, that used to be like, it used to mean something, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, when you know you're putting too much on your friends and you can't take it, you know what I mean? Now it's just used to describe if you're a bad friend. You ever notice that? It's always like, oh man, I can't be there for you right now. That's too much emotional labor. I'm like, what? Thought we were friends. I know. So I have a lot of friends who like, okay, does anybody else have this where like they have friends that are like super progressive, but their parents are like turbo conservative? Anybody else? Dude, I have so many friends that are like that, and every time I go over to their house, I have to hear their parents talk, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm so jealous. Bro, Republicans, conservative, they live in a better world than we do, dog. I was listening to my friend, his dad was like, I'm sick of this shit. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe that, like, you know, they're giving houses to the homeless? I'm like, they are? He's like, can you believe it? They canceled all the student debt. I'm like, all of it? Where do you get your facts from, dog? He was like, I don't want my tax dollars going towards immigrants. I'm like, it's not. It's not, dog. It's not. I don't know, man. Republican. It's so. Why do they even care about like college getting cleared? It's not like any of them went to college. Oh man, you fucking go ahead. Oh, that voting block, I hate him. No, it's weird too, because so I was gonna interact with this guy, right? I was talking to my friend's dad, and I was like, hey man, how do you feel about trans people? Which is a terrible question to ask. You already know what the answer is. He gave me an answer I didn't really expect though. He was like, I hate trans people. That's not the part I didn't expect. He was like, I hate trans people, but I'm okay with gay people. What? He was like, yeah, like, you know, if you're gay, just do it, don't do it around me, but trans people, I don't like them. Which makes no sense if you're a bigot, because it's like if you were to come up to me and be like, hey, I like Dominicans, I hate Mexicans. I'm like, but we're both brown, you can't tell us apart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're ignorant, they look the same. A gay person and a trans person, like, no. Same person, exactly, no. But no, oh man, I don't know. I have a friend, you know, he's in a bit of a rough patch right now. You know, his girlfriend just asked him if they could be polyamorous. I know, dude, that was rough. You know, for you guys who don't know, polyamory for dudes is kind of like the friend zone is for women. It's just like, the betrayal. I thought you liked me for me. I thought I was enough. Oh, dude, it's so bad. I will say this, I do like the term, like, ethical non-monogamy. I love the term, because, like, if something's ethical, you don't got to say it. I'm just saying, I've never heard anyone do, like, ethical charity before, you know? It's just charity. It's just charity. You don't need... It doesn't need to be something else, dog. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be something different, no. I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you feel about OnlyFans? How do you feel about OnlyFans? Woo! Right? Alright, cool. Thank you. You know, yeah. I have a lot of friends. They're kind of like mixed on it. Like they don't really like it too much. It's not for the misogyny. I want to get that out there. It's not for that. It's for the. No, it's like the abundance of it. It's everywhere. Like you can't tell, but like everybody has an OnlyFans. Everybody's promoting it at all times. You can't scroll without finding it. Like OnlyFans for dudes is what like white guys with podcasts is for women. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, every time you see one, you're just like, damn, another one? We need electricians. Come on, man. Not one of y'all wants to be an electrician. We need plumbers. not podcasts, okay? All right. And speaking of podcasts.
Welcome to another episode of Sean and Ariel Talks About the World.
Yeah, the world. We're going to talk about the world.
He's Ariel.
Yeah, and he's Sean, and together we're black and tan, baby. That's right.
All right, so our topic is going to be like every other male-led podcast, just men.
Talking about women.
All right.
Yeah. That's all we do. That's all they
How do you
do.
feel about like male-female relationships? Oh no, friendships.
Like friendships?
Yeah, like can men and women be friends?
I feel like if you live on the internet, no. But like if you actually live in the real world, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
How do you feel about it?
I mean, the internet is a messed up place. Man.
That's
Like,
true.
It's full of trolls, narcissists,
That's
and
true. Yeah, no, the DSM-5 words.
Yeah.
What do you
yeah. Stuff, but, all right. I mean, it kind of. I feel like social media also contributes to the male loneliness.
Probably. I mean, probably does. I mean, I feel. Do you think people are like lonelier now than they were like maybe like 10 years ago? Like before, it was like really like hardcore and like you gotta monetize every single part of your life into hobbies and be on Twitch and Twitter and like every single social media platform just to make a living nowadays. How do you feel? That's a fair question. That's a fair question.
Yeah, man. Remember the times when we just had hobbies for fun because all of
Yeah.
us had affordable housing, a good paying job, wanted to support our families and whatnot.
Yeah.
What happened?
Reaganomics probably.
Oh, gravy. But I don't know. A part of the loneliness I feel like is that guys like just don't get a lot of affirmations.
Sure, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you? Okay, like, do you feel that like, how important is external validation to someone's self-esteem? Because I'm of the mindset that the most privileged people will always tell you what does and doesn't matter.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So like, really attractive people will be like, looks don't matter. You know what I mean? Or like, like really rich people will tell you money doesn't matter. You know?
But I don't know. Like I feel like the difference between relationships and single people is that people don't tell people in relationships the same way they tell single people to self-love themselves. Like, because like they never got the external validation. Like I remember when I was first in a relationship, I got a lot of damn dude, you're glowing.
That's
like,
true. He
You're
was
so
glowing.
confident.
He was glowing.
You're invincible.
He was.
Now, back down to the
Hey.
Oh no.
Are you okay, man? No. Sad boy. We're not coming out. Yeah, that's sound. That roadblock.
What, this one?
Right in the field.
Right?
Hey, roadblocks. Okay. I mean, like, another question though. Like, okay, what do you feel like men could do to kind of like break down the patriarchy just a little bit more? Because I feel like I'm a big believer in bullies only listen to other bullies. I don't believe you can like give a conscience to like a person who's like objectively an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. Well, I think probably asking the wrong guys here. Like, I mean, we are just two guys talking to each other
About women.
about women. So, what perspective? The best perspective we ought to get is from women, right?
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have any callers?
Actually, we have a caller from North Dakota. This is
North Dakota.
Ashley
There's
from
people
North
there?
Dakota. Yes.
All right, Ashley, give it to us.
Hi, Ariel and Shai. Thank you for asking me to answer the question. I think one thing that men can do to really create an open space, safe space for women is open up dialogue and have real conversations and ask questions. I think whether it's a professional setting or platonic, sexual, romantic, whatever it is, giving women a space to really share their opinions and their thoughts and their feelings and what their needs are and really asking instead of just expecting them to speak up. While that is something that's necessary, like women need to be able to advocate for themselves and use their voice. But men creating that space and initiating and opening that dialogue, I think would be really helpful.
Wow. Yeah. That's so basically just like having, from what I gathered from that, she was basically just like, can men like open up and actually make sure that we're being heard, like women are being heard in a lot of spaces.
You know, I think I kind of see that a lot in the open mic scene. Is the open mic space is a place where people can, vent their feelings and like express themselves, and not necessarily to be hit on.
Dude, it's always weird whenever I see a girl do a poem about having daddy issues, and then a guy directly talking to her afterwards. I see that so many times. I'm always just like, don't do it, not at this time.
Like, man, like, this shit, like, dude, I love my community, like, y'all are amazing. But, like, yeah, man, it's not the place to be, like, really hitting on people.
Correct.
Like, we're just out here trying to do our art, y'all.
Yeah, it's true.
Talk about it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things is, like, I'll say this, though, and this is definitely a big, like, character flaw I'm gonna admit for myself, is I have a hard time giving people space in the sense that, like, I was brought up in such a way, I think other dudes were, where you have to have a high level of audacity to get what you want, because you know that you won't get shit. And like, how do I phrase this? Because I know some people are gonna probably say like, okay, no, you can just walk into a room and demand respect, and it's like that's not the case. Like you can walk into a room and you are just gonna have to you're gonna have to demand for that still. You're gonna have to fight while you're in there, because at the end of the day, it's still gonna be other people. Like I feel like people sometimes view men the same. Like like if you're you wouldn't know this. You know how if you're in a no, it's like okay, like for example, like if you're black and you're in a space, you might see another black guy, you guys might do each other the nod, just be like, hey, we're in here, thank you. Thank you, feel me? Hey. I feel like people think that a lot of men have that too, where they see another man in a group of like 40 other men in the space and go like, yeah, like all of us eat this, like that's not
Well, I guess speaking of men in the same space, we got another caller. This is Elena from North Hills. Tell us what you got, Elena.
Alright, what we got?
Men can create a more safe and welcoming environment by holding other men accountable. And it's all we're going to hear over and over again, but holding guys accountable for their jobs, holding guys accountable for how they treat women in other spaces, how they treat women in general, family, whatever, just standing up and being like, nah man, that's not cool and you need to stop, that's what a guy can do.
Yeah. I mean I'm a big proponent of like, you don't go to like a group of women and be like, I don't support, like, I hate the patriarchy. You don't do that. You go to your guy friends and go like, guys, what can we do to be better? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel at least.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a product of the environment. How we are now is by how we're raised up in our childhood.
Yeah.
And if you're surrounded in an environment, like, let's say like your guy friends are ones who are like, I don't know, I guess toxic. Like, they'll like, not respect the people around them.
Yeah.
And that person that kind of leads on to you. Like, we're an amalgamation of our friends' personalities and stuff. So if you surround yourself in a positive environment, then you'll, I guess, become a more positive person.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, yeah, probably. I mean, there's definitely things helping you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, I feel like though it's like, I feel like though, like, like a lot of dudes, there's a thing where like, I think everybody knows a woman that has had some traumatic stuff happen to them, but we don't know any guys who've like committed any traumatic shit to people.
Yeah, you do.
And it's like, and we gotta like call those people out, essentially. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, we can't normalize toxicity in a way. We can't just say like, well, that's the patriarchy, and then just call it a day. We gotta actually put in like daily effort to kind of like take it down a bit,
Yeah, I guess, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, well, looks like one more caller.
We got one more caller? All right, give it to us, man. What do we got?
Yeah.
When I think of a man who made me feel safe, it was a man who, like, made me feel seen. He was in my data analysis class in college, and we were working on projects together, and one day he told me that he liked my sweater. And normally I don't like when men compliment me, but this just goes to show that it's 100% the intention behind the comment that totally changes it. He said that he liked my sweater, and it was like a weird sweater. And he said that it suited my personality. And, I don't know, that made me feel really seen at that time. And when I think about men who did not make me feel safe, I think they just weren't like actually seeing me as in my full humanity.
Like, I mean, I feel like there's this thing where in like systems like of oppression where you'll usually see a person like as everything else but a person first. I feel like, I mean, if you're like a minority, they might see you like, oh, you're black first, and then you're a person. Like, you're a black person, you're not just a person. Or like, you know, you're a woman before you are a person. Like, I think that's what, I forgot her name already. But I was doing so well.
Hey, remember, Joe, we're not perfect. I mean, okay, I'm not suggesting it's, I don't know, like, we're not perfect people. Like, we're gonna make mistakes, things like that. Like,
True.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I don't feel human, but I always feel like I'm not. I always feel like I'm kind of a robotic person.
I mean, do you feel like you're, like, I mean, what sort of like, what's like, I'm gonna ask the question, but like, what can a person do to make you feel safe?
I don't know. It's crazy. No one's really ever asked me that before. Because
Until now.
I felt like as a guy, I've always, well, maybe not as a guy, let's say as a person, I've always just tried to make people feel seen and heard and loved in the ways that I'm not.
Do they do the same for you?
I don't know. I'm feeling like humanity is just burning all around us, and all we're doing is just having these shits and giggles while we're having just to keep our sanity intact. I feel like as I grow older, I'm just kind of losing my innocence.
Well then, I mean, let me ask you, like, how? Let's just say that like you and I, because you know this is a podcast, and there's nobody else in this room that you can see. If you could like really say how you were feeling, what would that look like?
I mean, I think in relationships with each other, support and friendships isn't always balanced. You might see yourself as a friend to others, but they won't necessarily see the same friendships that you see them. I feel like the greatest tragedy is I will be more loved than I actually feel like I am. I don't know if I exist in the minds of others as much as I overthink about other people. And I know it's kind of sad. Like, I'd rather be the light in your life than to be known for my depression, because I want to make the people around me feel, loved and seen and heard in the ways that I don't. And I don't want to just ramble on and talk about how y'all see my vulnerability, because I feel when people tell me, how you doing? I'm doing fine, and they know it's not. And I know when they say, I'm here if you need me to talk, but they'd rather not, because that puts it on a person to want to reach out to you. Because it is kind of depressing just hearing depressing shit over and over. And yeah, I'd rather be funny and be interesting. Because if I don't, then I'll just fade into the shadows and be left alone. I don't know. I feel like maybe suicidal guys are their happiest before they choose to die, because they don't want to be known for their depression, before being the light in life. And I don't want to be that kind of person when you forget me. And I think our biggest judges is ourselves. We'll only hate ourselves more than we really are hated. And that's hard for me to see, because I know deep down I'm not seen that way. But sometimes I feel what it'd be like to be either really busy or really wanting to be able to ignore people. I don't know about everyone else, but I mean, shit, I got 0 unread messages. And I don't know how people have to be able to ignore people like that. Sometimes I'm just so tired of wanting to reach out till we'll be left behind with a ghost.
vulnerable, man. Thank you for sharing all that. It's Jesus, man. Sorry to hear that.
That'll be fine. You still have the rest of the show to carry on, so.
I mean, well, okay, that was kind of a lot. You know what I mean?
Just hearing your laughter feels a lot nicer than just basking in silence.
And yeah. I mean, what do you like normally do when you're kind of like in a
Gotta stop doing that. Well, feeling that I'm overwhelmed with all this depression shit. I would just like to go back to something a little more analog.
oh, what's that? Oh. Okay. What is that?
So back before our time, because definitely not boomer, I like to do something called typewriter poetry. So I sort of just like the old clankiness of old school typewriter. Now, how about you? What do you do when you're overwhelmed?
Well, let's see. Let's see, like, damn, that was gonna fall anyways. Well, let's see.
Yeah, help these guys.
Yeah. So, well, I like to, I guess just kind of make some beats, I guess. You know, whenever I'm kind of sad, I guess, or, you know, just kind of like bored, you know, bored and sad. Is there a word for that? Bored and sad. Bad.
Pretty bad. But it's not as bad to be able to just express it, I guess.
That's true. I could see that.
So what I do is I like when I do my poetry typewriter gigs is that I'll basically have like these 5-minute conversations with a stranger and ask them, what do they need to hear right now? What makes them, like, what story do they want to hear? Do you want to write to a loved one or to people who have lost someone? And then they'll just share a piece of themselves. And in exchange is I give them a poem and they give me their humanity. So here we go. Is something you feel you need to hear right now? Anyone? Kay, what do you feel you need to hear right now? Yeah, you're putting
you on the spot.
I'm capable.
Capable. Okay. And what is a feeling you're trying to? What is a negative emotion you're trying to get rid of?
Self-hatred.
Self-hatred. Okay. Finally, how do you see yourself? If your friends were to describe you, how would they describe you?
How they describe me?
Yeah. I mean, we're all friends here.
I would describe you as kind.
She's a sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Folks really good stuff on stage. Sexy.
Sexy, all right.
Sexy sweetheart.
Caring.
Hey.
Not baby. Talented.
Supportive.
Okay. You got one.
Generous.
Well.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Got one. Go on.
Oh, okay. So,
Alright,
how,
thank you.
so how I make music? Actually, I'm gonna need some people for this one. Actually, I'm gonna make a drum kit using you guys. So I'm gonna ask for 3 people. Let me get up here. Okay. I'm gonna need. Okay, I'm still gonna ask you actually. Actually, no, fine. I'll ask Maddie. Can you give me like a kick noise, kind of like a doop? You know what I mean? All right.
It's like I'm in a band or something.
I'm gonna need a snare from you. Give me like a no. Give me like a.
What is snare?
Give me like a cop, something like that. So.
What is a snare? The cop? Or is
The
it like a
snare drum is a.
like cop. Yeah.
Sorry.
You got this. You got this. Want to do it, Matt?
Sure.
Like a cop. Like something like that.
Cop.
Okay. Then forest.
I would have said something bad.
Give me like a snare, kind of like a something like that, you know? Alright, let's see what this kind of switch sounds like first. Will it actually make a
Life doesn't get easier. You just get better on every day. Because in all that you are and all that you will be, you are more than a word's worth. You are constant, perpetual change. Because behind every pair of eyes, you hold a universe in your mind. Untapped potential. And through all that I've witnessed, I've seen worlds that are kind, caring, loving, sexy. I've seen worlds that are dying to help others reach their full potential. I've seen worlds that are more kind and want to be the way for others to reach their full potential. So when I look at you, I'm not looking just at your face. I'm looking for the stars behind your eyes. I'm looking for the meteor showers that fall from your lips. I'm seeing for what makes your soul smile. So, to the worlds we don't know, to the words we don't hear enough, you are a whirlwind of infinity. And the most precious compliment I'll give you, to I'll give anyone, is you hold the most beautiful world, and I want to be the astronaut to explore it.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming to our show. So the third rule, and this was part one, is to exist. Amongst the clouds, to live what the world started, besides those who dare to dream.
Yeah.
To them the courage to love another.
Give it to him.
Wait. Another person so unconditionally, so thoroughly that it cracks the dawn Twixes the sun off the cliff just to tell the sky, hey, I love them rainbow jeans you got on today. Hey, rub elbows with the brave souls. The ones whose watering holes are filled up with fucked up days. What have I done days? Shit, I don't know how I'm gonna get paid. I'd be amongst the spirits.
We got spirits, y'all.
Who fill their cups with the watering holes. Whoops,
Water.
To know those who are wise enough, open enough, satisfied enough, that the only way over is through. Shall be in with those bones and bodies, airplanes and technologies, TVs on the back of plane, crunched in like sardines. Because if this plane goes down, I want to be next to her. She who wins every time. Those who know that the best ways are on the ways. Those who wish to keep on scoring. Even when all we got are a toaster oven and a palpitating oven. Yeah, I've been able to see all these starbursts and skies. We be rich. Not 100 grand rich.
Somebody caught that.
Not 100 grand rich.
Get better at catching.
Immeasurable. By the Milky Ways. Let us come to my hearts. Hang on. Hang on and welcome to
Palm number 8. Reese's Right Here.